everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica. On today's video, we're going to be doing another Foundation Friday. And on today's video, we're going to be doing the Juvia's Place, the Shade Sticks Multi-Purpose Foundation Stick. I have mine in the shade Aberdeen. I did buy this off of Ulta.com. I don't know if I got the right shade. There's just a lot of shades out there for this foundation stick. Now, they do say it's a shade stick, so it's multi-use. You could use it as like highlighting, you can use it as contouring, bronzing, so on and so forth. But that is the shade. I'm afraid it's too, well, it seems to match my neck pretty well. Anyway, I haven't tried the other Juvia's Place foundation, the liquid matte one. I did pick that up as well, so that'll be coming in the next couple of weeks. But today we are doing the foundation stick. Alright, so looking at the website, you can see that that is all of the shades that they have. It goes very deep to very pale. And I'm going to read to you what it says. It says, full coverage, natural and radiant finish multi-purpose foundation sticks. Comes in 30 creamy and long-lasting sticks, formulated to feel like skin. A weightless multi-purpose formula that glides on seamlessly to cover imperfections while giving full definition to face. This full coverage formula is infused with shea butter and oil controlling ingredients oil controlling ingredients to aid in a long wear time while providing radiance to skin. Paraben-free, phthalate-free, sulfate-free, gluten-free. Apply shade sticks to moisturized and primed face. Swipe foundation to face in areas that need coverage, forehead, cheeks, center of face. Blend with a sponge or brush until you get your desired finish and coverage. For additional radiance and coverage, apply I Am Magic concealers to brighten face. Now, I don't have the concealer. I'm going to be using a different concealer today, but we're going to go in with this. Before I turned on the camera, I did spray my face down with the Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist. I'm also using the Origins Original Skin Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer with Willow Herb. This is the primer that is actually in my 2019 Project Pan. I'm going to be doing a wrap-up video during the month of January. I haven't filmed it just yet, but you'll be seeing that soon of all of my Project Pan products. This one, I will let you know that sometimes the pump doesn't work. Sometimes it does. So one last thing before we get into the foundation, I am wearing a top from Nimini's.com, Nimini's Boutique. It is my online clothing boutique. It has a striped, and then a little pocket here, striped sleeves, and then the back is striped. So it's just a little bit different. I like it a lot. It's very, very comfortable. It's super soft. I just wanted to let you know. If you're interested, Nimini's.com in the description bar down below. All right, now into the foundation. I am going to be applying this with my Sigma Round Kabuki F82 brush. I don't typically use other brushes when I'm doing a sponge when I'm doing a stick foundation. I usually use this brush. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm hoping this shade works for me. Like I said, this is Aberdeen. Yeah, Aberdeen. So it looks really pale, but I really struggled with like finding a shade in this. So let's see how it blends. Okay, so first impression, very immediate first impression, got some hairs in my face, is that it's a very stiff formula, or at least it feels like it's a very stiff formula. Now granted, it is 7:51 in the morning and it is in January. You're seeing this about a week after I film it. It's the 2nd today. And it's been sitting in this room and it is a little cold, and this is definitely pale. But like you can see like right in here on my cheek, I think you can see that, where it just didn't really blend, and I am kind of stippling it. I'm also not getting a lot of coverage on my redness, so let's go in with more. Like I said, it's a little bit pale for me. Whoops. I just kind of like slid across my nose. Maybe I just had to get it going and now it'll be a little bit creamier. I'm not sure, but it feels like it's hard to explain if you haven't had a stiff stick foundation. If you have, you'll know what I'm talking about. Sometimes foundation sticks are a little bit like drier or stiffer in formula, so they're not quite as creamy or easy to blend out, if that makes sense. maybe this is one that I just needed to get going because it seems like it's okay now. I mean, it's still a little stiff, but it's better. So I just need a tad on my temple over there. All right, so this is definitely a shade too pale for me, but I will bronze it up. But again, I struggle with buying foundations online because I never know what shade to pick. I actually was going to buy a Jeffree Star, their concealer, the Jeffree Star Cosmetics concealer, and I'm glad I didn't because I went into a Morphe store over the Christmas holiday, and I was totally off on the shade that I was going to buy. And then I could not find a shade that matched me. Like I think it was C5. Is it C? I think it was C5. Whatever the letter was 5 was too pale. And then there was one with like an olive undertone. And then the next shade down was like C7 or whatever it is. And that was too dark. So like I couldn't find a shade that matched me. This is looking very pale on camera. It's looking more pale on camera than I think it is in real life. But I'm going to bronze it up. I'm also going to use my Joa Truly Yours Dark Circle Concealer and my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. So I'm going to use this on like my under eyes and probably just a little bit on my cheeks to cover the redness a little bit more because I'm not pleased with the way this is covering the redness on my cheeks. So the time now is 7:54. We're going to go ahead and call it 8 o'clock the check-in time just to make it easy for midday and end of day check-ins, 12 and 4 o'clock. Honestly, right now, after immediate application, I'm not loving it. I don't feel like it's giving me great coverage, and I'm not one that likes, like, full coverage. I like a light coverage. But, like, on my cheeks here and on my nose, I don't know if this camera's picking up how powdery it looks on my nose. It looks really, really powdery on my nose. So I'm going to be using some concealer to fix that. It looks powdery on my cheeks, too. It really looks powdery everywhere, which is weird because usually stick foundations are more creamy. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. All right, everybody, I am back. It is 8:15, so it didn't take me too long to do my makeup today. I'll be honest, I'm not loving the way everything turned out, and I'm sorry if my throat sounds a little croaky. I'm getting over a little bit of a cold. So, what's on my face? I did try to deepen up the shade a little bit with this powder. This is the Physicians Formula Mineral Face Powder in Translucent. This typically does have some shade to it, some color to it, even though it says it's translucent, so it will bring lighter foundations down a tone for me. So I did put that on. I didn't use my mineral correcting powder because this doesn't need powdering. I only put that powder on to help with the shade a little bit. I also bronzed with the Balm Take Home the Bronze in the shade Oliver. I used the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Party. I used the Ofra highlighter in Moondance. This is part of their Madison Miller collection. Very, very pretty. I did put the MAC Painterly Paint Pot on my lids. I'm using the Cabral by Benefit in the shade 3. I probably needed the shade 2, but that's the shade I have. I sprayed my face down with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, the original. I did, like I said, put these two concealers on my nose, on my under eyes, and then a little bit on my cheeks just to try to cover a little bit of the red. I didn't want to add too much though because I didn't want to change any reactions or any of my opinions of the formula of the foundation. So I didn't put any of that on my forehead or on my chin. My chin is my biggest problem area. Sorry, I'm leaning over because my mirror got twisted somehow. Anyway, my chin is my biggest problem area on my face. So we're going to keep an eye on that as we go. And then on my lips, I have an IGXO lipstick in, I think this is called Friendship. I'm not sure. This is, so Shannon Rose is a YouTuber and she had been doing collaborations with them and something happened and they're no longer collaborating. So they had made this shade and they never released it. So I got this with the, I'm trying to find it here. Her little eyeshadow palette here. I haven't tried the eyeshadow palette yet, but this is the first time I'm trying the lipstick. I have done the shade Cake, which is her original shade, but they're not selling those anymore. But anyway, And then on my eyes, my lids, I'm using the Juvia's Place Masquerade Mini. Oh, I have one shade from Soft Glam. I have Tempera just to set the Painterly Paint Pot. I have Zoba in the crease, this shade right here. I have Dahlia, there's no L in there, all over the lid. I have Giza on the inner corner. I have Mali, the purple there, on my under eye. And then I have Fulani in the outer corner, just to deepen up the outer corner a little bit. I could have went wild crazy on this look, but honestly, I'm just kind of sitting around at home, which probably would have been the best time to do a wild and crazy look, but I didn't. So, oh, and then I have this Il Makiage Icon High Volume and Intense Curl Mascara in black on my lashes. And I think that is everything. Look here on my table, that's everything that's sitting on my table. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you in and we can talk about this foundation. All right, so honestly, it looks really dry on my skin. On my forehead, like it's kind of breaking up a little bit on my forehead. It's kind of weird. It's just really weird. But it's definitely looking dry on my forehead. It's looking really dry on my chin as well. That's about the biggest statement I can make about this foundation, is that it looks dry. And I don't know why it looks so dry, but it looks dry on my skin, which is really weird for a stick foundation. But I think it looks dry. So my skin does have a tendency to get oily throughout the day. It is on the cooler side here today. It is January 2nd. I'm about to start my work day. I work from home most of the time, if you're not familiar with my channel. So I'll be working literally like 4 feet in that direction for most of the day. I will go outside a little bit and, you know, take a look at it in that natural light midday. But it just looks dry. It's weird. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know why it looks so dry on my skin. It just looks dry, which makes me very nervous to try the matte foundation. If this is supposed to be the, you know, moisturizing foundation or the, you know, not dry foundation, I'm afraid to try the dry foundation, to be honest with you. So anyway, like I said, it's 8 o'clock is going to be the check-in time. I'm going to check in at 12 and then again at 4. It just looks dry. I don't know what else to say right now. It looks dry. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead about my day and I will see you guys in a few hours. All right, y'all, it is midday. It is 12:15. So I'm just a couple minutes late for my midday check-in. It's cold out here. Oh, sorry for the angle. It is cold out here, so I'm not going to stay outside for too long, but I'm going to show you what the foundation looks like before I take a look at it. I haven't taken a look at it yet, but I want you to see what it looks like. And it's kind of overcast, so I'm not getting a very good amount of natural light, but here's what it looks like. Let me take a look. All right, so I'm not loving this at all. It looks like it's breaking up on my skin and like falling off almost. Like, look. Can you guys see that? Like on my chin and over here on my cheek, even on my forehead, it looks like it's kind of falling apart. That looks horrible. I hope the camera's picking up like how cracked up this foundation looks. Okay, so right now, if I was not doing a foundation review, I would be taking this foundation off right now because it looks terrible. It looks like I literally just painted paint on my face and then moved my face around. I believe the camera is picking up how bad that looks. Yeah, if I was just living my life and I had this on and I took a look in the mirror, I would take it off right now. But we're gonna leave it on for 4 more hours, see if as my oils come in, if it looks any better. I feel like it's actually like rubbing off my nose and I'm not blowing my nose or anything either. So yeah, that's where we're at midday. I can't wait to give the other foundation a try to see if that works better, and maybe this foundation stick works better as just like a contour stick kind of a thing and a highlighting stick kind of a thing. I will be trying that other foundation in a few weeks, so yeah, stay tuned if you're interested in what that one looks like on my skin, and we will take a look in a couple weeks. But right now, midday, if I wasn't doing a review, I would be taking this off my skin. So, all right, I will see you guys in 4 hours. All right, y'all, it is, maybe I'll tell you what time it is if my phone lights up, 4:05. So I'm just a couple minutes past 8 o'clock, or 8 hours, and I am ready to take this off. If you guys saw me at the midday, which I'm assuming you did if you've made it this far in the video, you'll know that right now I am looking super, super dewy and almost oily. And this has continued to break up along my chin. Like, I'm going to lean into the camera to show this to you. So I'm hoping that that like showed up enough for you guys to see. I'm hating this foundation. I really am. I will probably never wear this foundation again. It's like broken up in every area that my face just moves. It's broken up. I mean, my cheeks don't even look good, and my cheeks look good in pretty much every foundation that I use. It has settled into my 11s up here. I forget where I heard that before. I heard somebody refer to their lines here as their 11s. I can't honestly remember who said it, but I'm starting to get them, and I don't often have foundation get into those lines, but like right in here, it's settling into the 11s. My face looks downright oily. I hate this. I hate this foundation. I really do. I might actually return it. I have to look up when I purchased it, but I might actually return this because it is that bad. Sorry, I'm actually looking on my phone right now in my Ulta app to see when I purchased this because I'm that upset with this foundation that I want to know if I'm still within the return period. I am. So I ordered this on December 24th and I'm filming this on January 2nd, and I think I'm going to return this even though I only paid $12 for it. I will never use this foundation again. It might look fantastic on somebody with drier skin. It might look fantastic on someone maybe with oily skin. I don't know. It looks bad on my skin. I feel like it's like, it is fading badly on my chin. Like, not like it's fading a lot. No, it looks bad on my chin. On my upper lip, it looks bad. Like, it looks bad on my skin. I feel like I look like I'm wearing a mask, and that has nothing to do with the shade. Like, I think the shade looks okay once I put a little bit of that powder on. But this just looks bad. Everywhere. I hate it. I'm going to return this foundation, and I almost never return anything. This is going back. So, needless to say, I cannot recommend this foundation if you're 40 years old or have any imperfections on your face. I don't know. Maybe there is someone out there that this works for. I have not seen any reviews on this. Maybe this works really well as a contour stick or like a contour highlighting, like contour cream highlighting. Maybe it works really well there. It says right on it, it's a multi-purpose foundation stick. Right there. It says it's a foundation stick. No. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs up down below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I swear most of my foundation reviews are not this negative. This is just not a very good product. For my skin. For my skin. There are some people who might love this product, but for my skin, as an all-over foundation, this is not good for me. It just isn't. So, if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below. Have you tried the Juvia's Place Shade Sticks Multi-Purpose Foundation Stick? I would love to know. Is there anyone that you've seen a review on this that liked it? I would like to know, because honestly, I do, because I want to go see what they did differently than I did to make it work for them. But, like, I'm itching along my chin. Like, I cannot wait to get this foundation off. That's it. I'm done. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail. Bye. I'm taking this off. Like, right now. Like, right now. I'll see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail.